What's going on, everyone? I am the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why, but gotta talk about this yet again and again and again. It may come as a shock to you, but it would appear that Velma is being review bombed. In this article from Uproxx TV, HBO Max's Velma is being review bombed by furious Scooby-Doo fans, but rumors of a season 2 are swirling. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but tell me. I've talked about this before in a couple of other videos, but why is it that when a show has such abysmal reception that it has to be review bombing? Review bombing, in case you didn't know, is when furious fans and trolls go to a critical website like Metacritic or Rotten Tomatoes. Oops, it's a 50. Your information's outdated. They go to a review site and they just give it negative reviews over and over and over again without any sort of substance. They never like to talk about the positive review bombing that takes place in the industry because it does happen. It's only when it happens in a negative way, but I digress. In this little article, Velma's being review bombed. It says, there shall be no Scooby-Doo in HBO Max's Velma. First I thought that was a bad thing, but now after watching 4 episodes of this theatrical abomination, I am so happy that there's no Scooby-Doo because there's no destruction of the Scooby-Doo character. The Velma Dinkley origin series, created by Mindy Kaling, who has absolutely no love for the Scooby-Doo franchise. The show is following in the footsteps of review-bombed shows like Amazon's The Boys, because heaven forbid people were mad about the weekly release schedule. Wow, I think that might be one of the dumber sentences I've ever seen. And Netflix's Masters of the Universe Revelations, because people couldn't stand it when Kevin Smith dared to stop. People didn't like it because Kevin Smith lied his disgusting ass off to the fans through Clownfish TV under the bus, claiming that they were just shills or trying to ruin their image. Whenever leaks came out that Kevin Smith killed He-Man in the first goddamn episode, and fans were upset about that. Kevin Smith came out and said, no, that's not true. I wish that sounds like a good idea, and bullshit. He lied his ass off multiple times. And then when it came out that the rumors were true, fans got pissed off because it's a Masters of the Universe show without He-Man. Sorry, but that's why people wanted to see the show. They wanted to see Masters. I don't care that it's not called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Sure. Let's get into semantics, shall we? But people wanted to see He-Man. They wanted to see an updated, a continuation of He-Man. These are shows that my generation grew up on. We woke up on Saturday morning and watched these shows. We watched Scooby-Doo, He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe. We watched all these shows. There were actually, these were events when the new Saturday morning cartoon seasons came around on Friday, a week or two before the new seasons would debut. They would have specials, like events in prime time, showing off the new cartoons, the new stories, the new characters, and all this other stuff. These were events for us growing up. We'd wake up Saturday morning from around 6 or 7 till maybe 10 or 11 o'clock, and then, hey, I know you've heard it before, our parents kicked us the fuck out of the house and said don't come back until the street lights come on. Yes, it's a cliche. Back in my day, no, that's what we did. It's just what we did. It's a fact. It's the truth. And it sounds cliche, but yeah, that's what we did. And to have idiots like Kevin Smith, who geek culture idolized, wow. Geek culture idolized because we thought he was on our side, and now he comes out and shills for Netflix. Oh, Lord. Anyway, both shows went on to further streaming success. No, The Boys may have gone on to streaming success, but nobody talked about the second season or second part of the Master of the Universe Revelations. The toys aren't selling. Nobody's interested. No one's talking about it. There is no season 2 of Revelations. Both shows went on to further streaming success. No, they didn't. And no one can fully predict whether that's the cards for Velma. It's not. But rumor has it that the show will score a season 2. Oh boy. It'll score a season 2 maybe because it brought in subscribers to see what the dumpster fire was going to be like. Let's back up a moment. Velma follows on the heels of 2022 HBO Max film Trick or Treat ScoobyDoo that canonized Velma as a lesbian. Nobody really gives a shit. Kaling has clarified that Velma and Daphne do kiss in the show. Yeah, and they want to fuck too. Velma says, friends that fuck. That is a line from the show. Velma suggests that her and Daphne become friends that fuck. Yeah. It's a line from the show. It is in line. Oh, did I mention? I may not have said this before, but they're high school kids. There's one little change. They could have been in college. If they had been in college, it would have been a non-discussion. The episodes that have aired so far were frenetic. Frenetic. I had to look up the word because, well, while I do enjoy having an extensive vocabulary, I like understanding words. Frenetic simply means fast-paced, energetic, chaotic a little bit. But I like to look up words, so I do. Anyway, that doesn't seem to be what the hate is all about, though. Angry peeps, aren't you hip? Angry peeps aren't thrilled about the characters' personalities being rewritten, including Velma being edgier. She's a twat. She's a disgusting, angry cunt. That's what she is. She hates everyone. She's condescending and insulting. Has nothing to do with she's South Asian descent. Nobody cares. Also, the absence of Scooby-Doo is being held out as a downside and a blessing in disguise. Yes, that's exactly what I said. At first, it's like, how can you have a show about the gang without Scooby-Doo? And now, after watching 4 episodes of the show, most fans of the original Scooby-Doo, like those in my generation, are going, thank God Scooby-Doo's not in it. The complaints are rather vicious, as are the numbers. They're just honest. They're not vicious. They're honest. The aggregate critical score, 57%. It's 50. See? Look. This is real time. 50%. Your show is shit. But the audience score is sitting at 6%, with nearly 6,000 non-fans adding hate watch voices. Let's see. This one says 6,000. Oh, give me some details. Why did you take away the numbers, you cowards? Where is it? Come on. It won't show me the numbers anymore. Oh, you're no fun. Back to the article. Here's a sampling of the dissent from Rotten Tomatoes' audience side of the score. Now keep in mind, they're claiming, as the title says, it's being review bombed. The basic premise of review bombing is the audience is people going to a site to basically put in as many negative reviews as they can that have absolutely no substance. Let's get to reading these. This show is disgusting. How dare they use the Scooby-Doo cartoon, one of the best cartoons of all time, and managed to create something so horrendous. Horrible. I don't have words to describe this disgraceful show. I will agree. The substances that the I thought about this. I don't think there is enough alcohol and drugs to enjoy this show. The substances that the writers were on when they decided to make the characters unlikable assholes are certainly not in the periodic table. A dishonest, hateful show that does a complete and utter disservice to the source material. Fact. Avoid to maintain any integrity you might have. Avoid this show to maintain any integrity you might have. Yes. A hateful self-insert. Yes, absolutely 100% correct. This is a Mindy Kaling self-insert. That's, yeah. A hateful self-insert that assassinates characters who have brought laughter to folks for decades. Yes, what were they thinking? I guess the silver lining in this show, they didn't screw up Scooby while Mindy Kaling were at it. Yeah, made a count here just to see. This is a review bomb. This is the closest thing to a review bomb that out of all of these. The complainers undoubtedly hope to work some magic in the form of cancellation, but comic book did some sleuthing. Comicbook.com. News of Season 2 came to light this week when the Entertainment Identifier Registry updated its entries. The catalog now lists Velma Season 2 as in the works under HBO Max and Warner Brothers. The entry goes on to suggest Season 2 will consist of 11 episodes, but other than that, few details are known about the project. Velma premiered January 12th. Info. Who cares? We'll see. Yeah. The show is not being review bombed, it's being reviewed. Stop trying to gaslight people into thinking that the only people that hate this show are misogynist, anti-whatever man babies who see a strong female character and get furious. Okay? I loved watching ScoobyDoo growing up. Velma was never a problem. Danger-prone Daphne wasn't a problem. This show sucks. I don't see how. I don't know how this show was green. I understand how the show was greenlit. I just don't know how these scripts and the progression of the story. I don't how it passed through people before it was aired. It had to be animated. It had to be written. It had to be voice acted. And yet it's still like how a group of people could think that the so-called jokes in this show were funny. All it is sexual innuendo, man-hating joke, white man-hating joke, after another, in high school. Yes, I keep harping on that over and over again because it's just like someone had to okay this. You had to okay the characters being in high school and having teenage girls over-sexualized. That's fucking creepy. There, I said it. It's creepy, okay? It's just creepy. What kind of messages are these people sending? How is this going to go on? How long is it going to continue? There are 6 episodes left. I'm going to watch them. I don't know if I'm going to review them all like every single week. I might just to go, hey, more of the same shit. Have a good night. We'll see. Holy crap, but this show is just bad. But review bombed, season 2. What do you think? Thank you for making it this far. Hey, leave a like, leave a dislike. Give me a subscription. I'm almost hitting 200. Yes, I'm very happy about that. I'm so, like, the number of people who actually keep coming back to listen to me run my mouth. Thank you very much. I hope to see you on the next one. Good night.